Turner.
That's going in the rafters. This two corner. That was two corner. You didn't even do the countdown.
I didn't. Do you want to do it? We're gonna do the countdown.
Was anyone on the live?
I mean, nah, we already started. Let's go. Let's rock.
You sure? Let's rock. Let's rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't do the countdown. We gonna rock. We gonna rock. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, okay. Y'all coming on in. Y'all looking for a little late night action. Y'all looking for a little wait, I just saw your text. I don't know why not. I just saw your text.
Wait, what the hell?
And I don't like it.
Oh.
I saw your text and I don't like it.
You saw my text?
Yeah.
I don't even know what text you took. Oh. oh. Nah, why would I?
Why wouldn't you? Don't you? I like the party. I like the party. That's how I like the party.
Eddie Murphy's girl used to like the party too.
Okay, no, she liked to do drugs.
I
like to actually. I like the party. I like the party. Well, yeah. So welcome everybody to the very special live. Woo! Babe, you want to share with the guests?
Which part?
Babe, why are we going?
No, which part you want me to do first? Because this is a two-part.
No, if it's home free at last, I want us to talk about why this is a special live. Why are we up at almost 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time instead of us just being on the phone?
Right. Okay. So this is why we're doing this, late night action. And I'm a little more animated than normal because I did this a couple times. I might as well go ahead. No? Okay. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Really? I hate when you do that, by the way. That's so hate when you do that, by the way.
But I'm saying like you be doing that.
And it's even worse. Yeah, it's even worse when you attribute it to me, like I be doing it. Never.
Okay, all right. No. Okay, so today is actually wait, oh damn, I'm looking for my phone over here. What time is it? Is it still March 19th?
Yes, it is. It's March 19th, 10:56 p.m.
Oh, it's only 10 o'clock? What, 11 o'clock?
Yes, it's only 10. Yeah, so, almost 11.
The significance of this date, March 19th. Two things. First, that was my release date 5 years ago. And on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. And going up on a Tuesday.
Okay. And March 19th, 5 years later, parole is over. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. The big man is free at last. Okay. And also on a Tuesday. So Tuesdays are becoming
on a Tuesday.
Why on a Tuesday? Okay. So so this was like the oh man, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is 26 years in the system. 26 years and 3 months to be exact. In the system. And to be honest with you, that's not even counting the few months that was spent in the county before you are officially in the system. You in the system, but it ain't official yet. Because you ain't get your state number, you ain't get any of these things. So it's been a long time. It's been a very, very, very long time, and it's been a extremely long journey. Uh, Learned a lot, lost some things, gained some things, but overall, I'm blessed because there's a lot of guys that spend this amount of time in the system and don't make it out.
Mm.
And when I say don't make it out, I'm not talking about dying in the system. Obviously, if you die in the system, you definitely didn't make it out. But when I say don't make it out, you don't make it out all the way here.
Mm.
And I spent 21 years behind that wall and spent seven. I worked 7 years in the infirmary. Ha, you thought I was gonna say it, but I didn't. But I spent seven.
I didn't. I didn't even. I wasn't even thinking about it.
I bet you
We
was.
all know that you work in a hospital, in a
Hmm.
hospital, hospital.
Okay, so worked 7 years inside the infirmary. Uh, Two different jails, and I literally watched guys go crazy in there. I mean, like lose their minds. One of the sharpest dudes, one of the smartest dudes I've ever met in my life, is now he's. I mean, I don't know what he is now. I don't even know if he's still alive. But the last time I saw him, I mean, he was finished. Like what the meds did to him was yeah. It's But this is what I mean when I say it's rare that guys come out doing this that much time or being in the system that long and come all the way out. Like mentally, if you let it'll rip you apart. It'll rip you apart. And is that the cat?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard the cat. But it'll rip you apart. And that's just the mental side of it. We're not even talking about the you don't hear that?
No.
Is that me? Feedback?
It must be you. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't have no sound. All right, it doesn't matter. Let me just keep going. But this is not even talking about like the what happens to your humanity
Mm.
and your I'm trying to find a word for it. Um, I don't know, like you lose a little bit of your soul,
Mm.
and if you're fortunate enough, you know, sometimes these things come back. Sometimes they don't, and this is where you have them guys that the revolving door, back and forth to jail, because what we do behind the wall when faced with disrespect is not the same as what you do when you out in the world. And a lot of guys can't make that transition. You know, when disrespect is and what's considered disrespect, not just disrespect, but
Mm.
what's considered disrespect.
Right.
You know, you go from 0 to 60 like that. Out in the world, you go from 0 to 60 like that. You go back inside.
Mm.
So all these things, you continue when you in the system that for that amount of time. And what a lot of people don't understand is it don't take 10, 15, 20 years for a guy to get institutionalized. You know, think about this. Just 1 year. 1 year. If you do the same thing every day, the same time, every day for a year, what happens after that year is up?
Mm.
You come out. You got to deprogram yourself from that. And this is with everything. Like like you don't even have to be inside to be institutionalized. Like you see that all the time. Like the way if you was raised to brush your teeth before you go to bed, and you've done that every day, then when from the time you had teeth to the time you was in high school, by the time when you leave the home and you out on that's what you're gonna do because it's what you've done forever. It's the same thing. This is just programmed. There's a I don't know if you ever heard this term 730.
They say I'm 730. They say I wow loud.
You know what that means?
That you're crazy.
Yeah, but you know why?
Why is it that time?
Yeah. Why they
No.
say 730?
Mm-mm.
Because 730 is the last call for meds in every prison in America.
Mm.
730.
Oh.
I don't care where you go. 730 is the last call for meds in every prison. So yeah. So if every prison in the country is doing this, there's one thing. Can you imagine all the other things that they're doing? The same, you
Mm.
know. But I didn't even want to go down that with that day like that because this is a happy time. So that's the first part. No more paperwork. You know. So and you know what? I'm gonna tell you something too, because this was guy saying getting me having me avoid a situation because man, if I'd have had to go into that office today and deal with that woman in any shape, form, or fashion, now I probably wouldn't have been as harsh as I wanted to be, say 5 months ago, because I've uh
Spiritually matured.
that and I'm not as keyed up and mad
Mm-hmm.
like I
I
like
think that still does
it
speak
really
to
no
your spiritual
consequences,
maturity.
huh?
I think that does still speak to your spiritual maturity. So
Possibly. Well, yeah,
yeah,
it does. It does. It does.
yeah.
But there still would have been words because I felt like she was I don't know, like it's just like she just didn't respect anything that I had going on. She didn't respect anything that was going on in my life. She didn't respect nothing. And like, look, I don't care. You here because I said you here, and like she's just flexing for no reason. Like you flexing on me. Why you flexing on me? I'm probably I'm the prototype. I'm the blueprint. You took
Right,
5 years on parole, not one
right.
violation, not one write up. Come on, nobody does that.
Well, that's what I think about. Yeah, they do. I think the enemy wants um, you know, the enemy is it's easy to work with the ones that are unruly. Like, I always think about that in regards to when again you think of people that, oh, why do they get why do they get kind of why do they look like they're getting rewarded or that sort of thing? And it's like because the devil already has them. Like they ain't fighting. The devil already has them. So they enjoying daytime on this earth because honey, they already know what it's gonna be on the other side.
Mm,
So they're okay with that, and so um the enemy is going to attack someone who is not working with them. That's what sounds most like right. You attack who's not working with you. You don't attack who's working with you.
yeah, yeah, you right about that. You right about that. But anyway,
It's
so
opposing teams.
I was, I would have had like some words for her. And when I called Jersey, and they was like, "Nah, we ain't gotta do none of that." I said, "We ain't gotta go in office. This now, you gotta do none of that." I said, "Oh man, you know what?" Said, my thank yous, and yo, y'all just made my day. I hung up. I think I called. That's when I called you.
Yeah, you did. You did. I was probably taking a nap though.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, look, I got all right. And it's crazy. I called you. I called Cuz, and like nobody's answering the phone. I got all this good news, and nobody's around the town. I'm like, yo.
We was around. I mean, but guess what? Like that was a moment, for you to share, with God. Like
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Afrique. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on this little late night live. Thank you.
Mm. But okay, so that's the first part of this. You know. So, but because of this, I have been away from my wife for 6 months.
You have.
6 long
You
months,
have.
and
Long month. Long month.
I will be pulling out of New York uh Thursday morning, right?
Yeah.
Thursday
Wednesday
morning,
night, Thursday morning.
right? Thursday morning, and this is like a second homecoming because you missed the first homecoming.
I sure did.
You missed the first homecoming.
I sure did.
You missed the first homecoming. So this is like a second homecoming, and not only that, but it'll be in time for my birthday.
Yes. That's
And
what I'm super excited about.
no, that's not what I'm excited about.
No, I said that's what I'm super excited about.
no. You know what you should be super excited about?
The day after your birthday?
The day after, because that's the anniversary of the day we met.
I know. It was Palmetto. It's
Well,
Palmetto's birthday.
yeah, but they might not know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so this is a huge because man, I didn't think I was man, I was scrambling today. I was scrambling.
And it was going to happen. And
I was
I think
scrambling.
it's funny too that ours so it's very much not a coincidence, but very much in alignment that you didn't have to go to the office today, right? And I was stuck in the office all day
Yeah,
when I was trying to get back home and
yeah.
I couldn't leave that office. I could not leave that office. And so
Hey, but
God
listen,
is God is working. God is
let me
definitely working.
let me tell you something. I might as well have been in the office because I literally was in front of this laptop for 5 hours.
Well, that was your office. Yeah.
I was literally
Welcome, you guys. As you're coming in, tell us where you're from. As you're coming in, tell us where you come from because I see this is picking up a little bit. We don't hear no room. I don't hear y'all. What Juanita Bynum be saying? Y'all not talking to me. Y'all not saying nothing. I don't hear y'all.
but yeah, I'm sure what
Yes,
to
I
say.
am super excited
But yeah,
myself
it was
for a number of reasons. Like you said, again, I was not at the first homecoming, and you know I would have loved to have been at that first homecoming, but this one is going to be. You're in Atlanta,
is that what
or
that says, Atlanta?
it says Alana, and I don't know what an Alana is, so I was thinking Atlanta. Um, but this is going to be so special because of the fact that yeah, we literally met the day after Devon's birthday, and I was we met at our a mutual friend's house, my best friend, and you know, it's just so apropos.
Yeah.
Atlanta, yeah, she said. That's what I thought. I thought Atlanta. Okay. Um, and so we it was just it was a very we couldn't have planned it. We couldn't have planned it. It was a very divine intervention because I tell you, I had really this particular best friend of mine. I had like there were a couple of situations that just didn't pan out with friends of his, and I was just like, man, I'm done with looking for friends of his this guy. Like, it's just that ain't gonna happen through him, you know. So I was really when at the party, I was just minding the stove, y'all. I was just in the kitchen minding the stove.
You know what?
What?
Here's the thing though.
What?
So at the time, you know, me and Pete, we knew each other, but we wasn't
Yeah,
really friends. We only had, we only met the one time.
I remember. Yeah, you told me that.
And Rob was like, "Yo, I need to ride. Da da da. You want to go?" I said, "Yeah, all right, here we go." I didn't know I was gonna have the week that I had, and capped it off with that night that I had. And then, cause man, if I hadn't promised him that, yeah, I'd take you, I'd have been passed out. Cause that morning I was running around with a Chamin. I was
Yeah.
running around with her,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
and I got like, I think, an hour sleep, 2 hours sleep, something like that. And it was crazy. Like, I was still wearing the clothes I had on the day before. But yeah, it couldn't have been planned, and this is why it worked the way it did, because at that point, me and P wasn't friends. We just knew each other.
Oh, so you're saying if y'all were friends, it might not have worked.
Yeah, maybe. Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I maybe I just like I said, I was not looking for I was not looking for him to be the source of where I was going to meet somebody because just a couple of situations just really didn't pan out the way I would have thought that they would have, you know. So yeah, it was definitely not something that I would have thought, hey, I'm gonna end up married to this guy. I'm gonna marry this guy. Well, you know, I was just very I was intrigued by the voice and wondering if the voice matched the look, and it did. And so I was like, okay, this is New York. This is a New York aficionado up here, And I was like, okay, that sounds that's he seems like he's thorough, as we would say in Philly. He's a thorough bull. And so I was like, of course I was, writing a screenplay at the time, and I was like, oh, he would be really good for this particular character. And then when I found out your background with the incarceration, I was like, wow, this literally matched up because that was Daryl's background as well. So I thought, wow, this is just really super in alignment. Um, and yeah, and then you came to the cafe and had some of my mangoes, and the rest was history.
Yeah.
The rest was history.
Hey, you got some mangoes in the house?
No, I have lots of grapefruit.
Mm,
Lots of grapefruit.
yeah, but the grapefruit don't hit like the mango.
It does certain things, actually. It does certain things like what pineapples do, actually.
Oh, so make
So
me make me
so
make me
it's
a juice,
excuse me, sir.
please.
Excuse
Please.
me, sir. Yeah, thank you. Can we
I said please.
No, you said please after you said, "Yeah, yeah, make me a juice." Yeah, thank you.
Well, I got
Thank
a little
you.
excited. I was a little excited.
Well, you can always have some sugar on some excitement. Why do we have to become why do we have to become bossy and demanding when we're excited? Why don't we become
That,
sugary
that
and
was bossy.
totally bossy? Totally bossy.
Totally.
Totally.
Okay. Well, my apologies. I wasn't trying to be bossy. I was excited.
Thank you. Let some sugar
I'm
and
gonna need,
syrup pour on your excitement.
I'm gonna need a big big jug, big jug.
Babe, unless I get a juicer in here before Friday, you're
What
gonna have
happened
to
to
skip
the
me.
what's the name? The thing,
No, that's still a manual squeezer. A juicer is you cut
No, I'm talking
it
about
in
the
half, put
blender
it in
thing.
there. No, babe, if it's grapefruit, who's skinning a grapefruit? A juicer, I don't have to do any of that. I cut it in half, I put it on there, it sucks all the juice out, and I keep it pushing. I keep it pushing. Because these are grapefruit. These are not just, a blender
So,
you
so,
do
so
that
we
with
don't need like
strawberries and,
okay,
and,
all
and
right. So
blueberries.
we don't need a big joint. Then just get like some small, you know,
It
some not get like two maybe 4 cups. No, all right. We figure that. Figure that. All right. I was trying to think. I had a what's the name? We got sidetracked with the grapefruit and the other stuff. The what was it? The mango. But what was the wait? Why you smile like that?
I'm not even smiling. That ain't no smile.
Well, what happened?
What happened with what?
I don't know you was smiling. Anyway, what's the I forgot the name. Oh, the Aloe Black joint. I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
Right. So, quick funny story. So, I'm in New Jersey. That's where I was paroled at originally, and I get my parole transfer to New York. So I'm heading into New York. Right. Car's packed up. You know, I'm boogieing. I get to the bridge. George Washington, G Dub. And as I'm crossing the G Dub, Aloe Black comes on. I'm coming home. I was like, oh, yeah. Windows go down, window goes up, arm out the window. I'm here. I'm home. And then what you say I be doing?
It is. It is. It is.
But yeah, that song came on. And I don't know, I felt like after that song came on, I was like, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. This is meant to be. But I ain't too sure because we was talking about that, the song itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because I thought one word was saying something else, and it wasn't. It was saying something, changed the whole meaning of the song.
That's why you have to get into that word. Absolutely. Yeah.
Changed the whole meaning of the song. So now I'm thinking maybe that song might have been a warning. Stay up out of New York. But
Mm.
oh no, well, no, not stay out of New York, but this is not the end for you. This is not the end of the road for you. This is not where you're supposed to be. There's
Mm.
other plans. There's another road that needs to be traveled. This is just a pit stop. You know, I'm thinking maybe I might have actually
Oh,
deep
hey, peace, brother. Brother Dom is here.
Oh,
Welcome, welcome, Dom.
peace.
We appreciate you being here, brother.
But I'm thinking that because initially my I had never ever planned to step foot back in New York City like this and actually live.
Mm, right.
Like my plan was always to go down south eventually. But I don't know, like certain persons happened and I ended up in New York, in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
And I don't want to go into it because I don't want to sound like but the story, and it didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and I still ended up down south and met my lovely wife. But it's a road or path that I probably shouldn't have took, and maybe that song was telling me that, but because I heard something different,
You wanted to hear something different.
yeah. But I mean, like I've been hearing it forever now because I like the
You
song,
you
and
wanted
I,
to hear something
I,
different
I
because I always,
really
I
did that.
always, I always heard it say just that. I always heard it say just that.
Well, I didn't. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and you know what? We need to you know what? When I get back down where I need to be and I'm settled, we gonna get on the horn and we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. We got some oh yeah activate. We got
That's
some
right.
activating to do.
I'm gonna put that
Some,
up in here. You heard that, brother
yeah,
Dom.
we got
Oh,
some activating
wait,
to do.
babe. How about it's funny that brother Dominic is in here because brother Dominic, I always call you Dom, like from Fast and Furious, and that's where the song comes from.
Oh,
The
well, he wasn't in that one. This was the Hobbs one.
That's right, that's right. The Rock was in it.
It's
Yeah,
Rock
yeah,
and
yeah.
the Statement Boy.
Statham. Yeah. Yes. Activate. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. We love it. We love you here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to thank you also. Just we're growing so much just in your lives and your Bible studies. They have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
They've been phenomenal. They've been phenomenal.
Yeah.
So thank you again for just gracing us with the word
Mm.
and being 10 toes down in it and a soldier, man, because that means a lot because I keep coming into to scripture and to sermons about no lukewarmness. No lukewarmness. Like we got to be on fire. We might as well be dang ice cold. Either we on fire or we ice cold. That's right. That's right. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that was kind of why a little bit of when we were talking about this because I wanted to put together a little song, like a little montage for Brother Muscle. and and Brother Muscle been asking me about some cake for when he get home too, Brother Dominic. And Brother Muscle, it needs to stay and keep all that muscle. He don't need to worry about no cake and no cake and no favorite uh, treats and sweets. You don't need to worry about that.
All right.
But
Okay. All right. All right. That's cool.
but I wanted to put together a montage of like music, and it was I didn't want to put together something that he wasn't into because I'm very much into like the worship music, but he's not really into it as much. And so I was like, I'm coming home is pretty good. So we can maybe we can, kind of uh you know do just the music in the beginning because the intro is incredible. It is incredible. And so I was like, we could do the music, but not the instrumental, but not the words. And then I was like, I'm not being authentic. I'm not being authentic. I'm playing it lukewarm. I cannot play it lukewarm. I got to get hot on this. I got to coming in hot. And so I was like, nah, I can't do it because the words, because there are songs that we both actually like and that I can't even listen to more. And then there's songs that I like that I, you know, like I said, it was like, okay, we have to be this way about everything. And so I was telling him, I was like, I really wanted I wanted to do I'm Coming Home, but I can't really do it because I think he's talking about going to hell. And it's like celebrating going to hell. And he is like, no, I don't think so at all. He was like, think about the words. And so he put it on. And then I was like, yeah, because he even says the pearly gates are unclosed, like forgiveness is going to pearly gates are unclosed. And he said, nah, he don't say that. He says the burning gates of
I heard burning gates. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but he already
He had to
said I
go get the
burned
lyrics.
every bridge. I burned every bridge. The burning gates don't close. That don't even make what we used to call that in English is it doesn't make syntax sense. Like they don't go together. Like it's like that doesn't go together. So we looked up the actual words, and yes, he said the pearly gates unclosed. And I was like, imagine that, like for years, because like I said, we both like the song. The song, the music is bananas. Aloe Black's his voice, his vocals are just really really beautiful listening to, and he sings with an urgency, with like a very inviting urgency. And I was just like, you know what, I don't think I don't think that that's cool. Like, like we'll sit around and like we're listening to these songs and we're celebrating darkness in them. That's when I even say it out loud, it doesn't even feel good. It doesn't even feel right. And I think now with some things it's obvious, right? Like I remember when that song came out by 3 6 Mafia. Um I got to stay fly. And I remember so many people were loving it, and like at the same time, some people were just like, "Oh no, remember he says like right here, he's my God, he's my king, Lucifer." And people like, "Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Song is hot. Song is hot."
You say that in here?
It's in the background. The girls are saying it. He's my God. He's my king, Lucifer.
Really?
I got to stay fly. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, and this would come on in the clubs, and people go wild. And I remember even at the time that it dropped, I was just like, not only did you not, you don't even need to hear the girls in the background on the ad libs, but like literally says that we gonna take a girl for her nose full of that dust, and we gonna all take her and F her in the back of the bus. And people are dancing to this. Like people are, you know,
I don't
um
know the lyrics to that particular song. I mean, like I'm like not really a 3 6
yeah, but that's
Mafia
what it
guy.
said. And this particular line, I remember maybe a couple of maybe not even it wasn't even a year ago. It may have been like it was like months ago. It might have been a year ago. But on TikTok, that line was a trend. And all types of, people were using the trend, using the sound. I mean, there were, kids, there was older people, there was just it was just like all generations was using this trend because the sound was a trend, and that was the line.
Hold
That
up,
was the
3 6
exact line. So
that's Bun B in them, right? 3 6 Mafia.
no, Bun B I thought was no, Bun B is with that what's that group out of Texas? Uh-uh. Like there no 3 6 Mafia is Project Pat and Paul and it's somebody else. Slim somebody or something. Somebody that's slim.
Was it
I
Slim
never
Thug?
really I
Is it
never
Slim?
listened. Slim
You know
Thug,
what?
no.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even
Right.
matter. It
No,
doesn't.
but yeah, it just is very it's very shocking, and it's really, I guess, disappointing to a certain extent alarming too, that people can just dismiss things that are being said because it's a beat or it's a trend or it's a yeah, it has just, a good melody. You can totally miss what's being said. And you take those words and you put them in. So we are doing a special show about what in the word, and we're talking about lyrics in general. I can't wait for that one. I think that's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one because when we break things like that down, I used to do well, I still do, but it's an activity called wordplay, and I do it with youth, and we take lyrics from different songs of different generations, and we try to figure out or we match them against who said them. So sometimes when we attribute, like people will say all the time, "Oh, we didn't talk like that in our day." But I pull up some lyrics by certain, by the OJs and certain artists. You'd be very surprised about things that they have said in those lyrics. And it's always funny to see that because there's some songs that people attribute to certain artists, and they have no idea that some of these older artists, or some of these artists of former generations, previous generations, they were saying some very slick, very you know
So,
um uh violent, aggressive stuff too.
yeah.
It was
Well,
just the melody was different.
the difference between like say then and now, like if you go back to like there's an old Patti LaBelle song where she's talking about coming and she's talking about orgasm
We know that. That's the song that you put on our thing, babe. So what
because
are
I
you
love that
talking about?
song.
That
I like
exactly. Like,
I,
why are you trying to act brand new right
no
now?
no but, no what I'm saying is like this they did talk like that. They just had
Yeah,
better
it's just
voices.
how they said it. It's just how they said it. And
Right,
they may have said it different, and the melody might have been different, but they were saying the same
right.
thing, so to speak.
Yeah, they just
So
wasn't as vulgar. I guess if
so
that can be
yeah, it wasn't like I said, the wording might have been different, but at the same time, do we need to pay more attention even when it is not as crass? It doesn't sound as crass, but there are a lot of crass songs too that previous generations have done also, and also other genres, because I think that that's something also that needs to be explored, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because it's
right.
very easy to point out a lot of music that is crass and inappropriate and just straight up nasty when it comes from hip hop and the R&B side. I don't even want to call that R&B. Like, it's some of this music that's like
More R&B.
it's not harmonizing. It's none of that. It's just plain out nasty. But then also too, we'll say, well, there's no equivalent of that on in these other genres. But in some sectors there definitely is. Some sectors there definitely is. Like uh I used to love a song growing up called Strawberry Wine by Deanna Carter. And she is talking about a certain act performed on her by, and this is a country song. And she's talking about a certain act performed on her by her, the first person she was ever intimate with. And she says she like to, every time she think about it, she like to go back, and she would like to go back and give him a taste of that strawberry wine. Now, when we talk about Beyonce, and we say, she said, I've been drinking watermelon, and people say, oh, watermelon is coded for that. But I rarely heard people say, oh, strawberry wine is code for this, you know. And I think they're talking about the same thing. I think it's the same thing.
I don't know
So
what you're talking about at all.
uh well, you don't like Drunken Love. So that wasn't a
Well,
song that you.
yeah, Beyonce is like
Yeah, nothing. No, you never really been on Beyonce or the Jay Z for the most part. Um,
I just don't like Jay.
I know, I know, I know. We've had this conversation several times. Um, but like I said, that's Drunken Love. That's the lyric from Drunken Love, and then Deanna Carter's song is Strawberry Wine. And so I'm just saying that I believe they were talking literally about the same thing, talking about the same act, But when Deanna Carter's song is mentioned, you don't you don't hear it in that same perspective of, oh, that's what she's talking about. Whereas when it's Beyonce, I have from literally almost day one, I have like, people say, oh, you know what she's talking about. She's saying she's been drinking watermelon. And I'm like, okay. Okay. And then some things just seem like, they are people want to make it salacious, but it's not even necessary. But I think that it does go to show that depending on the genre, we're much more willing to kind of, ooh, that's nasty, that's naughty. But when it's the other genre, oh, it's sweet and it's just about, love and love in general, So we have to be very conscious and very aware of guarding our gates at all times, no matter, what the situation is and no matter what the surroundings are, So we'll be doing a special show about that upcoming, but yeah, I I definitely I wanted to welcome hubby home in the right way, and I was like, that welcoming him to hell? That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. So
Okay, well, what about the what's the name song with the what's they called, the whiplings, the simplings, the saplings? Oh man,
oh,
um,
carry me
carry
home
me
when
home.
you're not da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I wanted to give you something a little harder, a little bit more edgier, I guess, because yeah, you
I'm
just
saying if you want
you feel like
want
it.
that, then you know where you gotta go.
No, I don't. I'm not going to Bruno.
Wait, oh, time out.
Yeah, time out for what?
Time
Turn
out.
down for what? Turn down for what? I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
going to Bruno.
Bruno Mars?
I'm not going to Bruno.
Listen, Bruno Mars wouldn't be okay. No, Bruno Mars is, when I want to smile and be, you know, just cheesing and just, Bruno always makes me smile. Bruno makes me happy. Um, I definitely was not talking about Bruno. You
We
said
have to
hard and edgy.
revisit this conversation at another time because I
But
don't even see that when you be saying that.
what?
I
If
just see
Bruno
you
makes me happy,
yelling. I
I
don't really
like
see
Bruno
like
Mars.
I
Bruno
don't
always
see
makes me
your
smile.
mood change per se. I just see you yelling. I just see you yelling.
What, when I'm singing Bruno Mars?
Yes. Yeah.
First of all, I'll be killing it. Let's do
No, you don't really be trying to kill it on Bruno Mars. You just be like yelling. I mean, I've seen other songs where you're like literally trying to like and like, grind it out. But Bruno is just like yelling. It's just
That is so emphatically non-cipher. No, are you kidding me?
you
I'll be killing
you
Bruno.
can say, I mean, you have your own opinion, but I'm telling you what it looks like to me.
It sounds like you just hate it. That's what this.
Anyway, what you were about to say something else. I am not hating because I'm not a hater.
Well, what I was about to say was you want edgy and hard. You got to come across the bridge. You got to come to NY. You got to come here.
Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I don't even. I don't like. I don't really know that too much. I don't know that too
You don't know what too much.
much. New York music. I
Stop
don't
the
know.
madness. Don't do that.
No, I don't. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't do that? I don't like. You see my playlist for the most part. How much do I put on? And it's just like, oh, it's a New York run. I don't have that.
I mean, there's quite a few, New York anthems.
But are New York answers that are appropriate besides New York by Alicia Keys and Jay
Yeah,
Z, who you don't
what about
like?
that? Well, we can cut out Jay-Z part and just use
But I
Alicia.
probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I think that's that's honestly, I mean, it's a wonderful crafted song. Don't get me wrong, by Alicia Keys, but I think Jay
Let me tell you
Z's.
something. Yo, Jay-Z had the like I think it was the stupidest line and the most lying is line. Like you like I understand as a rapper you have to boast and you kind of exaggerate a little bit, but
Mhm.
me personally, me especially me and being from the Bronx, I felt as though I should have punched him in the mouth when I see him for that line.
For what line?
When he said he made the Yankee fitted more famous than the Yankees. Now he said that I was highly offended, and
Highly offended.
I think he deserves to be punched in the mouth for that.
Highly.
I'm just
Well,
saying. He
okay. Well, I don't really like when it comes to music wise. It's not too much of Jay Z I pull out anyway. Used to like Song Cry a lot. Um, I used to like Forever Young a lot. Uh, it's not too many songs that I pull out from Jay Z, honestly. So I don't think even when it comes to New York, I don't be like, oh yeah, Jay Z. When I think of New York, when I think of New York and a New York run of songs, it's always gonna be Nas. It's always gonna be Nas. So, but when I was thinking of this, I wasn't thinking, oh, let me go New York. I was just thinking of songs that I knew, that you liked and that had some type of um I don't know, just had some type of a connection with, and
well,
so I thought of
you
that.
wouldn't miss with Bruno.
Okay, we don't even have to keep talking about the music stuff. We can just really move forward.
Okay, you don't have to go with Bruno. I'm just saying. Um, look, I'm okay. I'm confident that you will come up with something.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, whoa, whoa. I think this is a first.
Oh, it's gonna be Wu Tang.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to
It's gonna be the Wu.
no, I said woo
Oh,
as far as woo, like awesome. I think I'm gonna have to timestamp that and keep that on loop because that's beautiful to hear. Thank you for that confidence in my ear.
yeah. I mean, I feel you'll come up with something. I mean, it's not. You know, yeah. I have confidence you'll pick the right songs or songs. Whatever.
Yeah, I am as well. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, we done went way off track too. I don't even.
Way, way. Got the music carrying us across the bridge and back into
I know.
NY and mm-mm.
But you know what? That's because it's late and we haven't did one like this late in a very long time.
Very long
Like
time. Yeah,
I think,
we usually are on the phone
I
this
think,
late, but we're not doing a live this late.
I think since Tucker.
No, we've done them this late since moving to Athens.
No, when?
About 2 or 3 times.
I
Yeah.
don't remember those.
Yeah.
I remember like 8, 9 o'clock, maybe even 10.
That's true. Maybe 10. Maybe
But
10.
we knocking on the door at midnight, and
Yeah.
mm,
No, we won't make it to midnight because we only have a few minutes left to make it an hour.
yeah,
So
and
we
I
want to
gotta
stick within.
I have to go to I gotta go cross town tomorrow too. I got
Yeah, and I have like a couple of things to prepare and I have to make sure all of your inappropriate clothes are in the back of the drawer so you won't have access to them.
my inappropriate what?
Clothes, things that I don't want you to wear.
Things you don't want me to wear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I have no inappropriate clothes. I don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
inappropriate to me, like, I don't like them. So, I mean, if they're inappropriate,
Oh, you
then
just don't
if I
like
don't
them.
like them yeah, I don't like them.
So that makes them inappropriate.
Yes. Yes.
Are you
Yes.
kidding me right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hmm. Okay. What would these clothes be?
Some of them are, you know, certain there's certain clothes, and I told you I didn't want to see them, and I saw a pair, and I was like, you know what? Those might not be here when you get back, to tell you the truth. Those might not be here.
Are we talking about pants?
No,
Socks?
no. Their socks are fine, as far as I know.
Are we talking about shorts?
Yeah, shorts.
Those shorts ain't there. Those shorts is here.
I ain't talking about those. It's not. We're not the same ones. We're not talking about the same ones.
I don't know what shorts you talking about.
I know you don't, so don't even worry about it.
Well, listen. Don't be throwing away my shorts.
I will.
Okay. Uh, all right.
I just said that they're gonna be in a place where you can't see them.
There's no like. No. There's no way you. Wait. What are you gonna hide the shorts?
And they're just gonna be tucked. They're gonna be tucked. They're gonna be tucked. They're gonna be tucked. So that's all. It's fine. Please keep going. Please keep your conversation going.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Anywho, I forgot what we all the way to the stratosphere moon now. Um,
Your fault.
it's my fault. You know what? I think I might go outside. You know why? Cause I can.
I know what that means.
Cause this chick had me on a curfew.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, she had me on a curfew. She had me on
Yeah.
a freaking 8 o'clock curfew. Like I'm 16. See, you know what? Let me bring it on back. Let me bring it on back. But this is what I'm saying. See, this is why I had some truth. Yo, I haven't been on curfew like since like that first 2 weeks when I came back to New York,
Mm.
or maybe the first two, maybe like the first month or so. No, but then after that, no more curfew. Here it is. I go 4 years without a curfew, get back, and I got 6 months left. You want to put me back on curfew?
Yeah.
Like
Maybe she was doing, what you just told me the other day. You said you don't forget so that you'll never repeat it. And so maybe that's what she was literally doing. She made that thing so tight to be like,
here's
man,
the thing.
never.
Here's the thing. On curfew, not on curfew, whatever. I'm not like a late night guy anyway. I'm not gonna be just running the streets just because. If I'm out, I'm actually doing something.
Yeah.
Either it's like a family gathering. Like I'm not
Yeah.
hanging out. We ain't throwing nothing back in the ball. We ain't doing none of that stuff. But I'm not. You know, like I'm either gonna be at Cuz house, and that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna be
Yeah.
nowhere else.
And then you're gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and harass people.
So that's only when I'm with you, baby.
5 a.m., 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, I'm gonna miss certain things. I'm gonna miss certain things. I'm looking forward to certain things, but I sure I'm gonna miss certain things.
Man,
Baby,
listen, listen.
rolling over at 5 o'clock and just getting another 2, 3 hours. Yes, yes.
But I mean, that still puts you around 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and that's like I get up and maybe,
Kind of late.
yeah,
I mean,
no, that's early. If I get up at 8, if
woo.
I get up at 8, you know what I do? Because I'm crafty. I get up at 8 and I knock emails out until 10, and then I go back to sleep. I go back to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Listen, listen.
Crafty.
I got I got yeah. We got I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm
I'm
ready.
ex-
I'm ready to kind of just start walking right now. I figure I start walking. I can get to where I need to go by tomorrow, and then just be ready. Like, let's go. If I start walking now, but yo, it's crazy because I'm telling you, Courtney. I'm looking around and I'm like, yo, how did I accumulate? I didn't buy any clothes. It's like, how do I have more stuff now than like I'm gonna need another bag.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna need another
Mm.
bag. I mean, I had some stuff that was here, that I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
just
right.
left.
Yeah.
But
Because remember when you left before, you were trying to bring back a broken air mattress. I had to make you leave that thing on the side of the trash heap.
you know,
And you was really committed too. You was really committed. You was so committed to bring that broken
we
air
had
mattress
we had one
across
in
8 states.
we had one in storage though, didn't we?
I don't know. We still have one. I don't know if we still
Didn't
have one in storage. I don't know.
we? What I'm trying to figure out what is in storage. What is in there? Other
My chest
yeah,
with
that's
all of my journals.
no,
My
I brought the bags back. There's nothing in there.
Oh, it's nothing in the chest.
No,
So
remember
those are what's all in the bags. You're
remember
right. That's in the
you got
closet.
that on the bag.
Yeah, that's in the
That's
closet.
part of it.
I still want that chest though. No, and
Oh,
Niani's all of her loom kits are there. All of Keon's sticks and his games. His
what games?
game.
Like board games?
No, his cartridge games for his Switch.
Does he know where that's at?
He might. Bruh, I don't know. We are done with this live
Oh,
because
yeah, we don't this turned into a regular
yeah, this kind of just us talking like we on the phone.
yeah. Um okay, so I mean, close this out.
Okay. No, this was your show. I'm not closing us
Oh,
out.
my show?
Yes, that is why we were. It's literally called Home Free at Last. I've been home, bruh. I've been home.
First of all, you ain't home till I get there. Let's be clear about that.
I've been home and
Okay?
I've been in bed and I've been
Mm-mm.
sleeping good, baby.
Because you think home is a place, home is a place. Home is a state of being. And your state of being.
And it's been a state of
Listen,
being.
listen, baby, we are one. So we
Yes.
cannot be one until I am there. So until I am there, it is not home. It's just some crib we living in.
Anyway, you can close us out. Thank you, sir.
I just did. It's just
That's
some
it.
crib you was living in. It's not home till I get there. Got me?
Cause the house is just
It's
a
not a home.
house, and a home is not a home. That's a good song.
Yep. But I don't know. I think I am gonna go outside just because.
I like it.
Uh, I need some more water. I need more water. But
We
look, we are gonna end this because um yeah, just because. But we do have a show coming up about the music on What in the Word. Also,
yes.
be on the lookout for a couple of forevers that is
Yes,
coming.
the launch on Resurrection Eve,
What's that? March
March 30th.
30th. March
March
30th.
30th.
Time to be announced. So be on the lookout for that. And what else we got coming up?
Um, we just, yeah, we're gonna definitely be having some exclusives, and looking forward to having Dominic and his wife back also on Couple
Yes,
of
yes.
Forevers.
That on it, yeah.
So Couple of Forevers we're really excited about because we will be tuning in with other couples building kingdom love, and just speaking on what has kept their unions together, what advice they would give for couples not just starting out, but also couples committed to forever, as well as just getting these wonderful couples backstories. We told a little bit about we always tell a little bit about how we met and how we ended up, marrying. But so it's always fun to hear other people's stories. But we're going to be getting in depth with just understanding and appreciating what it takes to build a relationship up, and what it takes also to build that journey, that growth and journey, spiritually, and just in the word, in the word. What does that mean? What does that mean when we're talking about building a life together? Um, what is that? How do we approach it differently when we are approaching it with with putting God as the center of the relationship? So we're looking forward to having those conversations. So look for a couple of forevers. Look for those to start to pop up. The first one kicks off on Resurrection Eve on March 30th. As hubby said, the time is to be announced. But our What's in the Word is coming back. Ooh, and we will be side by side, shoulder to shoulder. That should be this Wednesday or Thursday. So definitely not this Wednesday. I'm sorry. That's today. Or in 1 minute.
No,
But
today is
but next week. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, we should be definitely back in full effect. Dos dos, bong bong, couple of forevers. And y'all, please make sure you check out the website. That is P4R dot today. Pick up a newsletter subscription, or just start to join our village bills. Those are definitely going to be intensifying over these next couple of weeks. As as you know what, as election season rears up, you can definitely bet that people are going to be more so tuned in to hear about what's going on with rent, with housing, and with real estate, and what that means for our community that is struggling to obtain all three. So, until next time.